Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters are listed down below. And I want to start off by jumping right into the big topic, which is that Cryptic has released the blog for the King and Collective event. This is the portion of the 14th anniversary that you have to participate in if you want to get the free anniversary ship, which is going to be the Kittimer Alliance Rex Pilot Escort this year. Now, we do not have the full stats for the Rex, but this blog does give us our first look at it. And as you can see here, it has elements of both the Defiant and the Jem'Hadar attack ship on it. We don't know what the customization options are going to be like here, but I think for those of you that are fans of the Defiant and the Jem'Hadar attack ship, this is a ship that you're going to be very, very interested in. This is the only angle of it we have so far. When they release the full stats blog for the ship and when they show it off on 10 forward, we'll be able to see it from many different angles. But from this angle, I think it looks good. The only thing that I don't like about it is this big Kittimer Alliance logo at the top, but that is hopefully something that we can go in and disable at the tailor. But I'd be curious to hear what you guys think about the design of this ship so far. I mean, we only know the visual look of it now, you know what the themes of it are. But I think just from this point of view, I think it looks fine. Now, stats wise, again, we don't have the stats blog for it, but we do know that it's a pilot escort. Given that it's an event ship, it's likely not going to have a full commander pilot seat. However, something they've been doing recently with event ships is that even if they don't have the full commander spec seat, even if it's just a lieutenant commander pilot, they're going to still give it the pilot maneuvers. If you look back at the Hesperian, that had a lieutenant commander intel, and they still gave it the commander intel mechanic stuff on it. And if you look back to the Temerian that we just had with the winter event, that's only got a lieutenant commander command on it, but they still gave it access to the command inspiration abilities. So even if this only has a lieutenant commander pilot, it is still going to have the pilot maneuvers on it. And the other thing that we know here is that it's going to have something similar to the Jem'Hadar Vanguard wingman mechanic on it. So if you're familiar with the Jem'Hadar Vanguard ships, they have a wingman mechanic in which they have these two other Jem'Hadar ships that will follow you around. We don't know what this is going to look like on the Rex here. We don't know if it's going to be just a direct copy paste of the Jem'Hadar version or if they have some new Kittimer Alliance themed version of it. But the point is, this ship is going to have that mechanic in some form. So for those of you that like that, that's going to be a nice perk for this ship. And if it's taking that element from the Jem'Hadar attack ship, then it's probably going to take some elements of some of the Defiant variants also. Hopefully we see that this ship ends up having like an innate battle cloak. I think that would be quite nice. But again, the full stats are still a couple days out, and we might see them a little bit earlier if they do end up doing a 10 forward tomorrow night on the 16th. And as for getting your progress for the event, you have a few different options here. And of course, there is a Zen buyout option for those of you that don't want to do the grind. So this is an event that requires 40 progress points. You're able to earn 2 a day, meaning that you need 20 days of participation over the 30 days of the event. So you have 10 days that you can afford to miss throughout the month. And if you don't want to do the grind again, there's that Zen buyout option. It should start around $60 or 6,000 Zen. And then for each progress point you have, it should go down by about $1.50 or 150 Zen. So the first set of options you have here to get your daily progress are the Taken by Surprise or Scorpion's Abyss episodes. If you're going in on day one and doing both of these episodes, something that I would highly recommend is that you don't turn them in, because I'm assuming you're probably going to also go through and do the TFOs to try them out. So what I would do is day one, if you go in, do these episodes, don't turn them in when you finish them. Go in, do the TFOs so that you can experience them. And there's your 2 points for day one. And then on day two, turn in Taken by Surprise when you see that it says that you're eligible for the next bit of daily progress. Turn that in on the second day. And then on the third day, turn in the Scorpion's Abyss mission when it says again that you're eligible to get more progress, because the progress will only go through on these episodes when you actually turn them in, so you can bank them and save them for a future day if you want. Now, if you don't want to do the episodes, there are some TFO options here, and there's a mini game option. You've got, for the TFO side, you've got Guillotine and the Battle of Wolf 359. Doing either of those will net you 1 point per run. Same for the Omega Particle Stabilization minigame. I don't know how long the Wolf 359 TFO is going to take, but I know Guillotine typically, it depends on the team. It can be as fast as like 7 or 8 minutes. It can be, 15 minutes if your team doesn't have much DPS. So Guillotine can take quite a bit of time depending on the team. And obviously we don't know what Wolf 359 is going to be like. So this is probably going to be one of the longer events to get your daily progression on. And again, if you do get to a point where you're a bit burnt out on the grind, that Zen buyout option is there. I would just recommend you try to get as much progress done for free before you go down that route. But for these bottom three here, you could do, like, if you have a team that can do Guillotine really fast, you could do 2 Guillotines a day to get your progress. You could do a Guillotine plus Wolf 359. You could do 2 of the Omega Particle Stabilization minigames if that's what you want to do. You have options here, but this does look like it's going to take a bit longer than some of the events that we had last year. And for those of us on PC, we are now about a week out from the anniversary update, which includes a brand new lockbox. So if you were planning on picking up Master Keys, or you're picking up something with any Lobi crystals you had, I would highly recommend you wait until the anniversary event, because with a new lockbox being added in, there's bound to be a key and Lobi sale starting up next Tuesday. So I would suggest you just save your resources until then so that you get more for your money. And for those of you over on console, the Shrike Intel Juggernaut is going live tomorrow, January 16th, in your Infinity promo packs. Now, I do have a video going over the stats of the Shrike, so if you want to learn more about it, I'd recommend checking that video out. I don't have a review done for it yet, but I think the ship itself is pretty good. It's a really nice surgical strikes platform. In general, it works quite well for all energy weapon builds that you want to toss on it. The only negative to the ship that I found was the console, which is this portal weapon. The more I use this portal console, the more disappointed I am in it. So I would say if you're looking at it specifically from that portal console point of view, just don't set your expectations too high. It has some situations in which it does work quite well, but I have found that there's a couple issues with it. Like I still have to be pointed directly at my target in order for my forward weapons to fire. And just some general buggy interactions where it just randomly disappears. So it's a neat concept, but just don't have high expectations about it. But overall, I thought that the Shrike was okay. To me, it wasn't really a game changer. Like, it's a good energy weapon platform, but it's not the best. There's still better ones out there, like the Delkina, the Bodwar Juggernaut, the Inquiry, the Legendary Avenger. I think all those options for general energy weapons are still better. But the Shrike, if you're looking for like a really good surgical strikes platform, I think that's where the Shrike is going to excel over those other options. And alongside this, there will be obviously the Infinity promo packs back in the store over there. I would say to wait until there's a 25% sale on the Infinity promo packs before you pick any up. I don't see anything here on the news indicating that they're going to be on that sale right away. So if you are looking at picking them up over there, just wait until there is a 25% sale active. And that is going to be it for today. Again, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.